Happy Saturday evening. I'm just enjoying a year-round brown from Grand Armory, and I'm going to shoot this quick video. Over the last few days, I've just got some questions about what other coins I invest in, what I keep in my portfolio, what I'm looking like right now. I covered some of these things briefly, but not a deep description of any of them in a few videos ago, so I'm just going to answer some of those questions, cover some of the things that I like, and just kind of go through my total portfolio in the crypto world today. So first thing is first, here we are on market cap. If you are unfamiliar with this site, just start checking it out every day, become familiar. There's a ton of good information on here. I honestly look at this site a ton of times a day, and I think it just gives a lot of good insight on movements in the market, what's going on. I mean, we can actually see right now here in the top 7, everything is in the red. This is against USD. We can also flip this over to show against Bitcoin. So yeah, ooh, IOTA, look at that. I'm in on this. So I'll get to that shortly though. So if you're not familiar with the site, start using it. Coinmarketcap.com. Check it out. So while I guess I'm right here, one thing that I want to mention is, diversification, right? So if you're just getting into this game, chances are you've been on Coinbase and you've had to make some decisions whether you want to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum. I definitely recommend having a little bit of all three. There's a ton of good benefits to each. I don't want to dive into those three today just because I feel like if you're getting in and with as many Coinbase new members as there has been on there, that people are generally aware of those. So I'm not going to talk about those. Also, if you haven't, and I'll get to this at the end of the video, but if you have been struggling with Coinbase, just know that they're getting about 100K new signups every day on their platform. So that is why there's some issues. I do use, and when I mean use, just one time, but I have found another platform that you can actually buy Bitcoin and Litecoin from, and again, we'll jump into that towards the end of the video. But in terms of my portfolio, I'm just going to do a quick run through of everything that I have going on, just so you guys know. So first thing, no surprise here, Hexter Coin. I covered this in a lot of videos. I am a big fan of this lending platform. I do a lot with it. I like it. Payouts have been good. Today we got a 0.67, which is actually the lowest that I've seen since I've been on the platform. Everything else is usually well above the 1. Looks like I got a 1% tomorrow and a 1.1 on Monday. I do have $2.50 sitting here, so I'm just going to transfer this back in to my Hexter Coin wallet really quick. And there we go. So first thing I have going on in the old portfolio is Hexter Coin. This is a platform that I lend on. I do collect 1 to 2% daily using this platform, but you guys know this if you've been watching my channel. The second part of this that I have going on is BitConnect. Also, very similar concept. You lend out in USD, you get paid back in that platform's token. So in this, we are lending out BitConnect tokens. Here's the platform. I have 15 cents in my lending wallet, and today's payout was actually, I think it was 0.10%. So really, I got 0.2% payout today. So rough day for BitConnect, but I believe tomorrow we are up at 1.25% on the money that we have. Man, look at my hair. Look at that line. 1.25% tomorrow for BitConnect. So that's good. So that's actually number 2. So Hexter Coin and BitConnect are my 2 lending platforms. In going into the coins that I actually have in my wallet, aside from BitConnect, Litecoin, and Ethereum, the first one that I will talk about is, I guess what I'll do is IOTA. And I'm going to keep these short. There's a ton of good videos. Box Mining did a really good breakdown of IOTA and what it's bringing, but to kind of at least get the ball rolling, this is what drug me in. This is when I came across kind of this little piece of information. This is when I jumped into IOTA. The coin, and actually we can check it out, is super cheap at the moment, so you can actually pick up quite a bit for not a huge investment. So anyway, if you just kind of look here, this cryptocurrency has already attracted more than 20 influential stakeholders such as Microsoft, Bosch, Volkswagen, and the list goes on. So initially, this is what kind of drug me into this coin. I did a lot of back-end research on there. There's a great team behind it, but definitely look into IOTA. It's such an easy pickup too. You will have to get experience on a trading platform. I believe I picked up IOTA on Binance. Yeah, I'm almost positive I grabbed it on Binance. I'm not for sure. I'd have to double check. But actually, what you can always do, anytime you want to find out anything on where to get a coin, make sure you're back on CoinMarketCap. Man, that's great. I think I maybe grabbed a good amount of this for $1.32 or 34. But yeah, you can always check it out here and see what's going on. We flip over here. Bitfinex, which I believe has issues with the U.S. dollar, so you have to flip over to Binance and buy it with Bitcoin. There was some weird thing where they didn't want to, where Bitfinex didn't want to mess with U.S. regulations or something, so you have to get it from Binance now if you're buying in the United States. So IOTA is number 3 on my today's breakdown of what's in my portfolio. So we have Hexter Coin lending. BitConnect lending. I'm picking up IOTA. The number 4 is, we just covered that one. The number 4 is Stellar Lumens. This guy right now is like 9 cents maybe. Here's a cool thing though. We're gonna of course switch back to CoinMarketCap. Let's go to the home page. There's just a ton of upside for this coin right now. It is sitting number 15 on here. And I've got this webpage pulled up and we can check it out. But these right here are Satoshis, is how it's measured. It's roughly slightly less than, I forget what I picked this up for, but it's fairly cheap at the moment. I think I bought, it's right around a penny, and I picked up about 1,000 of these coins the other day. So any major swings within the next year is a huge payoff, and it's really easy to get in and start collecting something like this, especially considering it's number 15 on CoinMarketCap. Let me find my tab here. Okay, so here's what we got. This actually breaks down everything that's in the coin. This isn't the only article out there. Two guys who do a really great job breaking down these coins and some of the benefits, where they're going, why they like them, why they don't, is David Hay and Box Mining. He also did the IOTA video. So check those guys out. Use them as a resource. Normally what happens is you see some buzz. Like if you're a part of a couple of these different Facebook pages or just in the crypto space and you're interested, aside from just buying and holding, but you're maybe looking for the next major coin, like in these spaces, just keep your eye out. Every now and then you'll see people talk about, all these different coins. And while I think that's great because it brings attraction to them, but you need to be aware of those things. So anytime I see, a different coin being brought up and, hey, I think this is good. Hey, I think this is good. I always go in and do my own research. Watch some videos. I find some articles. I look to see who's backing it. I look to see who the team is that is actually behind the project, and then from there I kind of decide, if this is something I want to get in on. And I've had people ask me before, like, well, how do you know it's going to go? How do you know if it's going to be the next, big coin, whatever it may be? And I don't. I just do my own research. I trust in myself. I use all the cues and hints that I can. More or less, guys, I just be a little bit resourceful, and that's so huge. Not only in this specific industry, or in this specific space, but in anything that you're doing online. You have to be resourceful. I'm part of a lot of groups and pages, and you just see the same simple questions asked over and over and over again to the leader of the page, admins, gurus, whatever it is, and everybody's looking for an answer from them. You have to put in your own work. You have to be resourceful. If you're going to be good at anything in the online space, you have to be resourceful and you have to put in the work. You could probably ride on some coattails and do okay, but if you want to be successful, you have to be knowledgeable. So anything you ever want to know is literally right at your fingertips on your keyboard on Google. So sorry, rant over, but a ton of good stuff with this platform. In short, Stellar actually forked from Ripple, and it has and Ripple's the number 4 coin in here. The head guy on Ripple, when it forked, kind of backed off and headed Stellar Lumen. So there's a really good backing and head development team going on here. Oops, I didn't mean to go to that one. But what you can see is that some big names backing this, and you're gonna see this trend more often. Big names backing some of these coins, just because I do think it is the wave of the future. So if we just highlight one quick thing here, Stellar Development Foundation was created. Corporate donors included BlackRock, Google, and Stripe. Obviously, everybody knows Google. Stripe is a payment processing company. They do a lot of stuff. Like if you're on a Shopify store, obviously you know that they're the payment processors there. You can also get it for if you have like an online business or something like that. So they're just a huge worldwide payment processing company. And then, like, I don't know, of course they do a lot of these breakdowns, but you could see transaction costs up here. This is why this coin is getting a lot of attention at the moment. It's wickedly fast and wickedly cheap, and that's what they're trying to do. Anyway, you can do more research here. A quick Google search will honestly tell you anything that you want to know. So tons of information on Stellar Lumens. The third coin that I want to touch on is OMG, that I'm also collecting. Pretty cool coin, and it flew under the radar. What we're going to do is we're just going to shoot over to my Facebook page really quick. I answered a question, and this is for anybody. This is for anyone who had questions on there. Somebody asked me, I posted something the other day about OMG, why I liked it, and I wrote up an answer down here for them. It was fairly brief, but there's Changely if you want to get in. And even cooler, we're actually going to cover this in a minute. I'm doing a podcast, my very first podcast tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. with That Crypto Hustle. We'll check out their little page in just a second. They have some really dope gear, and if you're in the crypto space and you want to show everyone that you're in that space, you can buy t-shirts and tank tops, and as you guys know, I'm a big fan of tank tops. Unfortunately, they're for chicks only. So, Luna, I need to do tank tops, and I will be the first one to buy one. So anyway, I just want to scroll down and find this post. Okay, it's right here. Shit, you know what? It's on my own page. So what we're going to do is check my notifications, and I just need to find this guy really quick. Maybe we're not going to be doing this because I don't want this video to run forever. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, so I wrote this up. I shared this on my personal page. Obviously, go ahead and send me a friend request. I can also repost this on my Facebook page as well. But basically what I just kind of cover in here is, one, I like to diversify out of the top, top 3 to 5 coins into the top 10. And anywhere that, I think there's some good upside. You have to do your own research, though. But in short, OMG coin is actually the coin of... sorry, I lost my train of thought. OMG coin is the coin of Omsie. And Omsie is actually very, very well-versed in the payment processing sector. It's not like this is a startup coin and they're starting from scratch. This is a company already, 100 employees. They've got boots on the ground. They understand what's going on, and what they're doing is their sector of the world is helping decentralize currencies in Asia. There's a very weak banking system there, and there's not a lot of people who are able to tap into that. So what they're doing is they're basically trying to unite these communities over there with a mobile currency that runs off your cell phone. So that's where the backing is here. I think there's a lot of upside in this coin. Currently trading around $8 or $9, and it is sitting at number 17. So it's 1,400 Bitcoin. I think that's $8 or $9. We can actually switch this back right now and check it out. But 955. So this is good, guys. I think I maybe got in around this at $7, but just slowly collecting, diversifying my portfolio. So that's cool. So those are the 3 that I'm currently in on right now. Before I start diving into more, I'm going to keep buying those up for a little while just to give myself a bigger stake in it. Other coins that I do like at the moment, I like Neo a lot. I like Monero. I like these are down the line. I like Zcash, which is number 20, and I like Dash. What I like about those three, and I actually kind of mentioned that in that Facebook post that I just shared, is that they're all based on privacy. Like, you can't track these transactions, and a lot of people, there could be some shady business going on there, but a lot of people like that security that these things cannot be tracked. So those are the three coins to look into if you're doing your research. Moving on, so like I said, I'm doing a podcast tomorrow night, my very first podcast, 9:30, with That Crypto Hustle. The girl who I'm doing the podcast with, her name is Luna Vega. She's an entrepreneur, author, badass, doing cool stuff. But anyway, this is her site. She does have some cool t-shirts, some cool gear that it's got going on. If this is your space, in Bitcoin we trust, love it. But if this is your space, cool gear. I haven't seen anything out there like this yet. I think it's cool stuff. I haven't looked for it, so I've come across this, and I think this is sweet. So anyway, just sharing that. And lastly, Changelly. If you're struggling with Coinbase, here's another potential option. You can, I believe, only buy, I guess we can check it out right now, Litecoin you can get with USD, and I believe Bitcoin. I'm not sure if you can get Ethereum here. It won't actually do that if you, let's just see. I know you can't get some of the altcoins on this with that. So there you go. You can get no, that's not right. Hold on. I know that you can only get a few of these. I don't believe that you can buy everything with the USD. Man, maybe I'm wrong. Well, when I was playing with this earlier, I couldn't get this to work, but I couldn't buy specific coins to that. I'm not going to break that all down. I could be wrong on this, but in doing some research with what's going on with Coinbase, basically, like I said, a lot of new users coming in onto the platform. I think I may have said this the other day in my video, but they actually have more users on there trading and buying cryptocurrencies than Charles Schwab. That's pretty cool. Obviously, there was a huge boom this week with everything going on in the crypto world, but yeah, guys, if you're struggling with Coinbase, if you're getting kickbacks, if you can't figure it out, if not connecting to your bank account, there's times where it crashes. Just check this out. I do have a link below to this. You can check it out anytime. But yeah, guys, that's all I got going on for this this Saturday night here. So anyway, couple things. If these videos are helpful, toss me a like. Not that I'm like ego-y about it. I mean, kind of. It's cool. Like, it doesn't make me feel good. But what it does when you give me a like is it helps the YouTube algorithm maybe project my video out there. So if another person is kind of in the same space, they might see my video as they're scrolling through. Same with comments and shares. Obviously, if this is helpful, subscribe. I'll keep pumping out these videos. I think I'm on like day 8 or 9 with daily videos, and I'm gonna try to honestly shoot for like the next 90 days, one video every single day. I know there could be some repetitiveness, but that is what it is. So if you haven't joined the Facebook page, check it out. A lot of cool stuff in here. I'm always trying to stay active with articles that are helpful, not only for guys that are new, but more so just like valid information that you can take and do something with, like actionable items. Like, everybody thinks cryptocurrencies are really cool at the moment, but they're not acting on them. So I'm just trying to help provide value in that regard. So that's all I got, guys. Happy Saturday night. Cheers. Tank tops for the boys. It is December, actually, and we can wear some tank tops. But that's it, fellas. So I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. See ya.